Stay tuned. We're going to talk Lund Boats, Waconda Boats, and the experience. Hey, welcome back. Hey, all about fishing with Big Kev. Hey, this morning I wanted to kind of give you guys my thoughts about the Lund boats in general, and also talk to you a little bit about my experience with Waconda Boats here in Kansas. So, some of you probably will be looking to buy a new or used boat this year. So I kind of wanted to give you my experience as a new Lund. You know, I've had mine, 3 years now, going on 3 years. Bought it and well, I guess it took ownership or took delivery of it in February of 22. So about 2 years. So anyway, here's what I did when I got my boat. So I purchased a 2022 Lund Impact XS 1875. So I started my search on these boats and did a lot of research on Lund and Starcraft and some others. And I thought, you know, if I'm going to get something and it's going to have to last me a while, and why not go for the quality, the reputation, and Lund fit that bill. So I researched and watched a ton of videos on Lund boats. I mean, from tillers to Pro Vs to, you know, even the Baron. I mean, you know, I'm not a Baron owner, but I even watched them. And then there's also an excellent video out there on the build of the Lund boat from the factory that goes for 20-30 minutes, showing, you know, the people hand riveting these boats together and what it takes to build these boats. And so I determined that Lund was my boat, and I knew the model I wanted. And the Impact allowed me versatility with family, as far as grandkids. I got 10 grandkids, with the flip-up seats. The cost, it's basically a pretty good bang for the buck on the Impact. And then there was a few things that I wanted fishing wise. I wanted the rod locker. I wanted one that was off the floor. I looked at the next one above the Impact is the crossover. It's kind of got a rod locker, but it's down in the floor. And at my age, with my back, I wanted something above the floor. So the Impact fit that category. And I wanted something in a 19-20 foot boat. Here in Kansas, we have wind all the time. It's just not going to be a non-windy day. Very seldom are you going to go to the lake when the wind's not blowing. So I wanted a deep V, I wanted a good sized boat, I wanted a wide boat for stability, and I wanted plenty of horsepower. So I went with the Impact XS, and I got on Lund's website, and I actually built this boat 7 ways to Sunday in any fashion way you can. And finally got it nailed down to exactly what I wanted. And then, so I started looking at Lund dealers in Kansas, and there's a couple, and started watching some information on those. And Waconda Boat, I knew I was going to go with Waconda Boat. They're reaching out to the general public on videos, explaining their products, talking to them, a family-owned business. They've been in business, second generation, I believe, since 1960s, so like 45, 6, 7 years, you know. And if a company, a family-owned company, and a town that is relatively small in Kansas can stay in business that long, they're doing something right. And so I reached out to Waconda Boats and talked to a gentleman by the name of Terry, who is the owner of Waconda Boats. His dad started it, and Terry took over the store. So I talked to Terry, explained who I was. Never seen the gentleman before. You know, I've done months of research on Lund Boats, so I felt like I was educated on them. And kind of explained to him what I wanted, told him what I was looking at, and also explained, you know, what about this option? What about this option? What about this option? And his recommendations. And I'm going to tell you, if Terry tells you that on-the-go rod storage is worth its money, it's worth its money. I'll tell you, I use it all the time. The air ride seats, when I originally ordered my boat, I got the solid pedestals. And Terry said, you know, that's great. I'll order them for you, but I think you'll like the air rides better. And we ordered the boat with the solid pedestals. And in midstream, before the boat was delivered and everything, I said, Terry, let's go ahead and go with the air ride pedestals. I think you're right. And I'm glad I did. And another option that Terry highly recommended was the under the console drawers. Love them. It's excellent for anything, whether it's tackled, your coat, you know, if you go out on a cold morning and it turns hot, throw your coats in there, whatever. It's also a great option. But anyway, I talked to Terry about it, and you know, he told me, you know, for the money that we're talking, why not max your horsepower out on that boat? It was 150 horsepower. And I said, well, what about the difference between the Pro XS and just the Mercury 4-stroke? And, you know, there's $600-800 difference, and it's minimal difference to me. Some guys probably think it's worth it, but I went ahead and did just the Mercury 4-stroke, 150, with hydraulic steering, tilt and trim. And then I got to talking trailers with Terry, and you know, I said I want the security and the comfort of a tandem axle trailer. I want to know if I have a bearing problem, I have a tire problem, I can limp this boat off the road. Average hour and 20-minute drive to any lake from my house in Kansas, some are farther. Plus, I like to go to Oklahoma and some other places, so I got a tandem axle trailer. So then you think, well, do I want the tandem axle or do I want the really nice tandem axle? So everything comes at a price. So then I talked to Terry about electronics. And, you know, this is what I want, but I don't want to go crazy with it. And everybody, if you're a boat owner, you know electronics can get really crazy. So anyway, I went with the Lowrance products. Originally went with the FS units. And then I thought, well, you know, I want a Talon on my boat. And I talked to Terry about it. He says, if you want a Talon, get it. I'll put it on for you. So I ordered it, had it shipped to Waconda Boats when the boat came in, along with a set of boat EFX steps. I gave them to Terry as well to install. I got those as a Christmas present. So about February was the expected date of the boat. And if I was going to order it from Terry. So I went ahead and placed the order. I put some money down on it and got it ordered. And I got updates throughout the progression. Now you got to remember, when I ordered this, there was demand issues with product. There was, you know, COVID. There was all kinds of things going on in the world. So I was just really hoping I got it by April, May of 2022 with everything going on. But I got updates from Terry at Waconda Boats. I got updates, you know, hey, your boat's here, hey, your boat's here. One day, they're open on Monday through Friday in the wintertime, Saturday by appointments. And my boat delivered, I guess, on a Friday or Saturday. Well, Terry emailed me and said, hey, your boat's here. We still got to rig it. We still got to get all the electronics on it, the trolling motor and this, that, and the other. I said, great. When you go in the office, will you at least shoot me a picture of it? Send me a picture so I can see what it looks like. Terry went in on a Sunday, and the guy doesn't live, you know, right next door to this place. And he went in on a Sunday, took a picture, emailed it to me. There's your boat. And, you know, it just put smiles on my face to see it, even though it wasn't rigged. I mean, it was just awesome that his customer service was that great. And so they got it rigged, and I went and picked it up and had it inside for me and walked me through the boat. And he made sure I knew every inch of that, all the way up to putting air in the tires. So it wasn't a thank you, have a nice day, out the door type of deal. It was a couple hour walk through, explained every feature. We looked it over. It was a very simple purchase, and he has yet to stop with that customer help and satisfaction to this day. Like I said, this is what, just shy of 2024. I had a couple warranty issues. If you look at my earlier videos on the boat, taken care of without a problem. I have another warranty issue that he's currently working on for me now. We're waiting on parts, but it's getting taken care of, and I know it will. And his mechanics that he has, top-notch guys. Top-notch guys. The whole staff is. The office people, Terry, the guys out in the shop. Anytime you need something, you call them up. They get on the phone. If it's something they got, they'll ship it to you, save you the gas money of chasing it down. And they're selling boats all over the world. Seriously. They're shipping them everywhere. And if you look on their website, they've been like the top 5 Lund dealers in the country. They've been, you know, in the top 10 a few times. I mean, it's just an unbelievable customer service out of a personal, small, family-owned business. And so Waconda Boats is located in Glen Elder, Kansas. That's where I bought my boat. That's about an hour and a half from Salina, an hour and 20 minutes. So, and then they have another store in Republican City, Nebraska. So if you're looking for a boat, whether it's I think they've got Tritoons, Harris Tritoons, I believe it is, and Lunds. And one thing I'm going to tell you about Waconda Boats, if you go in there and say, I've got $30,000, I can, you know, get a boat, they're going to find you and help you get into that $30,000 boat. If you got a $100,000 boat, they're going to help you with that. But they're not going to try to shove you into a $35,000 or $45,000 or $55,000 boat if you got $30,000. They're going to try to work with you the best they can with the money you have. And that's what they did with me. And so I just wanted to kind of give you the experience I've had with Waconda Boats, what I've had with Lund. The Lund has been a superb boat. It really has. And I've used it pretty hard. This year, 2023, I know it's probably been out almost every weekend, weather permitted. So we've put a lot of fish in that boat, and used it really hard. We use it probably, I think one grandkid's actually gone swimming out of the boat in the lake. The rest of the time we're fishing. And so, you know, it's going to be around for a long, long time because of the quality of the boat. My boat's holding up. Unfortunately, it's covered in snow right now, or I'd go out and show you a picture of it. But it's holding up really, really good. I think I've had a combination of maybe 2 or 3 warranty things, minor warranty things, which is, you know, very minimal to me. I mean, it's just been an outstanding boat. So if you're interested in Lund boats, I'd suggest the Lund boat. I would suggest talking to Waconda Boats. Call Terry up. Now they're closed between Christmas and New Year's, but they'll be back open after the New Year's. But talk to Terry and say, hey, you know, this is what I'm kind of looking at. And they've got used boats. A buddy of mine just bought a used boat from them, and it's a clean, nice boat, and it's I've been fishing in it already. They treated him exceptional. I've got another relative that had an older boat, and Terry's guys put a new motor on it for him and controls and tilt and trim, the whole 9 yards, out the door, done. Worked with him on it, and I've been in that boat, and it's a good boat. And so, you know, they can do about anything. They're just not into boat sales. They got a nice store. They've got ski stuff. They got fishing stuff. But check them out. Waconda Boats in Glen Elder, Kansas, and Republic City, Nebraska. And check out Lund Boats. I really, you know, compared to the others, I'm a Lund fan. So check them out. Anyway, Christmas Day. Hope you all have a Merry Christmas 2023. We've got a little snow on the ground this morning we woke up to, so we've got a white Christmas here in Kansas. And all the grandkids are happy and smiling this morning. Probably Santa Claus stopped by and seen them overnight. So everything's looking good. And I hope everybody has a really, really good and great and fantastic 2024. If you see me out on the water, wave, say hi. Yell at me, do whatever it takes. I'll be glad to talk to you, share lives with you. I got a ton of fishing stories, and they're all true, but I've got a ton of fishing stories. Anyway, all about fishing with Big Kev. Please like and subscribe. I hope you've kind of got a little insight on the Lund boat and Waconda Boats. Again, the on-the-go rod storage, do get it. You won't regret it. And the underdrawer consoles, love them. And the factory tarp on mine's on its 3rd year, and I've got no issues with it. The motor's held up great. I got them in Coda iPilot. It's doing great. Hope you guys have the same experience I do if you're looking at a Lund. And again, talk to Waconda Boats, and hopefully they can help you out as well as they helped me. Until then, tight lines, everybody. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you soon.